Hello, how are we? I've got Kev. You know Kev. He's just gonna trying his best to calm me down tonight because Kev, you were watching that live stream and I wasn't best too pleased, was I? Like all of us, absolute dog we were tonight, lad. That's Kev's angry face. Good.
Yeah, I don't get angry that often. Yeah, first of
Number-
all, yeah, I get it.
one of them, Kev.
I get it. We started to turn up for the last 8 minutes of the game. And I get that we tried for the last 8 minutes of the game when we're capable of doing that. A team like Liverpool is capable of beating Toulouse in 10 minutes in a game if they wanted to. But the rest of that game was dog shit. And it was brought into capitulation by not having a proper DM to be able to cover Costas's mistakes non-stop because he just kept committing fouls. Like, how was Endo not sent off in that, trying to cover for Costas twice?
Yeah.
So,
do you want to go straight in for Costas? I'll have my say.
My say is he should just get him out.
Yeah.
Sell him to Turkey or something. Galatasaray would want him. I've never said that much about a player, but he's shocking.
If you missed our post-match after the Luton game, mate, me, Kev, now and the lads, we all spoke about it. Like, we spoke about his opportunity that he's given now, Kev, that he should be taking this mantle, well, the bull by the horns, really, and really making this position his own, because he is like the senior left-back at the minute, and he's
When you think of it this way, Jack, Andy Robertson literally has had his arm torn from his body. Yeah. The only thing that's keeping it hanging on is a bit of skin.
Pure
you
Beowulf.
Don't get much more of an opportunity to get into a football team when the person that you're competing against has no arm, you know? And all you got to do is defend and pass the ball every so often, you know? And
he can't even cross now, lads. He can't.
Yeah, but he used to be great at it. And that was the thing. He's just completely forgot how to do it. And no offense to Andy Robertson, he forgot how to do it as well for quite a bit. I think it's just left peggers. I think they run out of steam on the left leg when they're trying to cross the ball. I said steam in the proper way. But like, I think so. I think that. But like, can we talk about one thing, Jack?
Do you reckon he got man of the match after that game? I think he might have.
After
that second half.
I'm pretty sure I seen a new rule being created tonight with the referee.
Different phases. We all know about phases in football. We all don't need explaining. We've watched plenty of football.
But it doesn't take like 14 passes to get into the box, score a goal, and then you go back to the chest ball, handball that could have been called easily.
The ref pointed at the centre circle, lads.
Exactly, yeah.
And then someone went, "Oh, by the way, yeah, we're disallowing." No, it's like, what do you reckon's happened there?
I think we've had a global VAR pandemic. And it's now reached Europe. And I think now the capitulation and the shite bagging has just hit Europe. And you now have refs that are just doing terrible in Europe as well.
In my live stream, Kev, get that contract down on that table for that referee. Get him in the Premier League and get him in the VAR control room.
All right.
And it was, as you said there, Kev, it's the Premier League team is spreading it around Europe because typically, as we've all seen plenty of European games, all of us, even when we're in the Champions League, it's where the creme de la creme is usually with top elite level referees. But I don't know where we dragged that referee from anyway. But it was
he was shocking.
Yeah, disappointing.
It was all about him, man. It was that referee was all about him tonight. You know, it was like the dude never learned how to be Mike Dean. Because Mike Dean was always able to make it about himself, but still give the right decisions, you know, at points in time. I'll say 85% of the time. But the majority of the time, man, he was just awful.
Yeah, but
he was always trying to be Mr. Stern this and Mr. Stern that. But you always end up looking like what? If you're going to try and be Mr. Overly Stern and point the finger at everybody and just say, I'm the boss here and this, you know? It's take like a leaf out of Pierluigi Collina's books. Learn from the master and how to be stern and fair.
None of them have got the rollicks to do that, mate. Nah. You've got the personalities to match, but they haven't got the physical backbone really to do that. But as we said on the post-match against Luton,
no excuse. And we should have polished it.
Yeah, we should be going there as we did a couple of weeks ago. It's the same back line, apart from the change. Obviously, Costas coming in. But but it's more or less a similar team that we did absolutely wallop these 5-1. We spoke about in a Luton game, arrogance to say the least. Big up Chatty War in the comments.
Wouldn't get a game for Everton, by.
Oh yeah. Sorry, John. Oh, here's a name we haven't seen in a while, Maverick. How are we, lads? Good to see you in the comments, mate. Long time no see, mate. Hope you're well. And jokes aside, ref Paul.
Jesus, Tam Hoyer.
Yeah, as Maverick says, smash that like button as well.
Timing on that joke.
Yeah, we're all angry, but we're angry, and as we just mentioned with me and Kevin, the ref, by no means we're not blaming the refs because we're going to get into the nitty gritty really in terms of this.
Well, I'm blaming him for taking away a draw from us.
Yeah, but we didn't deserve it, lads.
Not for the first 82 minutes, no.
No. Like Toulouse, he had like what 3 goals disallowed tonight on another night. That game could have easily ran away from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And push comes to shove, you've been absolute dog when you're complaining about refereeing decisions, unless it was a correct decision like it was against Tottenham, as Kev said before, when the rules are just invented on the spot.
It's invented a rule. That handball shouldn't have stood against the goal because it wasn't McAllister who scored the goal.
Yeah.
So when I played off of him, right, and I played to a ball, then it either should have been the next pass that created a goal, or McAllister should have scored it himself. But it didn't happen. It was like another 7-8 passes done. The next phase was gone, ball in, ball out, and then there was a goal. And I'm like, what's he bringing it back there for? But makes no sense.
We'll get into the player performances here, Kev. As Eamon said, we didn't deserve. By all accounts, we deserve to lose, and we did, mate. We're not going to sit here and be naive and wax lyrical about it. A great Liverpool performance. We had about a good 3-minute spell in the whole of that game. Yeah. Just wasn't good enough.
Lads, blame me. I didn't wear my jersey tonight. I said it to the wife as well. We were 2-0 down. I was going to. You never passed me in the jersey. She just says he never passed. And I was watching the kids and I was holding on to him. So apologies as well, lads, today because it might look a bit weird. My hand. Right, so I got it. This is what I was trying to explain to you, Jack, inside the chat.
I'm not going to ask what you've been doing with your hand anyway.
So no, I was getting blood tests in the hospital the other day, right? It was something because they wanted to make sure it wasn't a virus or something like that I had for the last couple of months. But they gave me a needle in here, but you want it in too deep, and I got a shock up my arm, like an electric shock.
About 10 foot.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So I got a shock up my arm, and now I've lost all feeling from here to there to the thumb, like it's completely numb. And they think that they've done nerve damage. He said to let it go a week, and if it's not done by if it's not gone by a week, then there's probably permanent nerve damage there. If there is, then I'm going after the hospital. So as simple as that, because I'm a musician, man. I play keys, I do little bits of guitar, I hold microphones, I use my hands all the time. So I'll go after them tenfold. I couldn't pick up my child in the last couple of days because I got shocks through my hand in my arm.
So
a blood test. Learn how to put in a needle, love.
I think they've put in a 20-foot needle on Kev's arm. But enough about that, Kev. Hopefully you're okay, mate. Get your thoughts in the comments as well for Kev. It's right. Just give it a good slap, lad. Wait.
I've been trying that, man. I've been trying that. Even the wife got a couple of slaps and then that.
But chat, get your comments in the comment section below. Me and Kev will go through the players, but we're more interested in what you all think in the comments tonight. Massive thank you for everyone to Kev and everyone that did tune in on the live stream watch along. It was a good, even though we lost, it was a good laugh anyway. That's what it's all about.
I think the lads already thought they were in the next round and they're just torn up. They were just too casual.
As we spoke against Luton.
Arrogance.
Yeah. VAR needs to go. I would be happy to be on the way things seem to be less scandals. Plenty. Panos, there was plenty of scandals with even pre-VAR. Plenty of mistakes still, but at least we accept it was as it was with Spurs and the moment decision. But we need to just kick on, really, mate. And the most important
should have just been goal line technology. That's it.
Yeah, it feels like they really didn't learn from the last game. They showed they could be a tricky side as well. And that's probably the main thing that I want to talk about, Kevin. Probably
I was at the home game as well, and they looked kind of handy at the start, but then we just demolished them.
Yeah. Before we get into the player performances, the arrogance really again, Kev. It was quite obvious really from the first 20-30 minutes in that game. And Toulouse, quite rightly so, got their deserved goal in that first half. We need to stamp it out, mate, because as you said in the stream, in the comments tonight, and a lot of yous, these are some of the players are on the peripheral of this Liverpool starting 11. And as Eamon said in the comments, not just tonight, but on the live stream as well, he said these players on the peripheral should be wanting to get into that starting 11.
Mm-hmm.
This should be their competition to very much shine, really.
Yep.
Obviously, we've got the great results before it, but this was a game where win tonight, Lask won this evening. So we would have had 2 games where we could have rested everyone, prioritised the League Cup as well.
Played Chambers, played whoever,
Do you put it down to Klopp or do you put it down to the players, or is it a mix really for you?
It's a mix. But it's also, I mean, Matip was poor as well tonight. Very poor tonight. There was you seen a point in chat there when I was on your stream, and the ball went around the back, and it was going into, when they got an early chance, and I literally said Matip could have gotten to that easily, but he didn't bother sticking out his leg.
Goals as well. I felt that was a bit harsh as well.
Yeah, because it went around, and it could have got in, and it was Matip. That was a bit of fun. Matip can turn up now for one game, have a brilliant game, be our best defender, and then not turn up for the next 2 or 3. It's gone to the stage of Lovren now at this stage. So this is where I think now I always have time for Joe Gomez, because regardless of him having a couple of mistakes, in a couple of years, and maybe like a few bad mistakes in a few weeks there at one point when he was at his lowest, he still comes on and does a really good job no matter what position you put him in. If he's on left back or right back, so he tries. He just never has the backing of the guy that's next to him. More than likely, that's Matip when he's playing, not Konate. If Konate is playing at the same time as Gomez, you're not seeing those mistakes. So, there's a lot of there's a lot of to and fro about who needs to play and who doesn't need to play tonight. And
well, we said, and Red Bear, please allude to who those people were. Call them out, love. Call them out. Me and Kev, we spoke about it in the Luton game. I said, get this game over and done with. Get it done, and don't be. Obviously, we anticipated a bit of rotation, but we said in the post match of the Luton game, get this game over and done with. How many times in the last couple of years have we very much not wasted, or we've seen injuries in certain games in Europe where not needed? The Jota one couple of years ago when he played in a needless European game and then he gets injured.
Konate.
Yeah, Konate as well. So they do happen really. So it's one of them, Redbirds, in all honesty. We should be going away from home, whoever we're playing. Ben Joe, Christ, if I see anyone going after that lad, I'll turn up on the doorstep and get them.
Quite rightly, everybody that's on the pitch should be blamed, really, for what they're doing. Klopp can only trust the lads out. Like, Klopp has built a team there, right? There's no point in people. It's good. The second string squad is good enough to beat Toulouse. The third string squad is good enough to beat Toulouse. So there should be no complaints towards Klopp or whatever. He put the trust in those players. Those players also came out and just thought, oh yeah, like, we're not playing in the Premier League or whatever every week, but we just beat these guys 5-1. So let's just go over there and just not have to run as much, not do this. There was barely any effort. It was just casual.
You mentioned Klopp there.
Yeah.
And we've said this countless times already, all of us on the comments as well. The key word is, as Maverick said there, and I've been saying it, and we all said it after the Luton game and the post-match, it was the arrogance. But the system as well, Kev, like, we literally had, I was reeling them off on the watch-along, we had plenty of attack and output there, and we just didn't know what to do with it. Too central again.
Yeah.
Like, this notion of Trent coming inverted, it's just a no for me. It might have worked the back end of last season, but no, for me. I want to see him playing right back when we've actually got a proper 6, and then we've got 2 capable runners alongside that 6 in midfield, and go back to a 4-3-3. That's what we used to do best. Pushing on the fullbacks, getting our attacking players in those bit more advanced roles. Salah coming on again. There was passing.
It works at home.
Yeah, it works, but it's when you go away from home, mate, when you're going against 2 banks of 5.
You'd want him whipping in the ball. You'd want the wingers. You want the wing backs whipping in the ball. Yeah.
There's no identity in the last couple of weeks anyway, and it's those moments in games like tonight, games against Luton, and games that will come in the next couple of weeks and months' time in the Premier League as well.
Yeah,
that we will come unstuck. But from a tactical sense, mate, for me, I just the last 30 minutes of that game just shows. I know everyone goes Toulouse Europa League, but it's disappointing. But chat, let's get to the comments as well. As Maverick said there.
What a wife! What a wife!
Oh, happy days. Where's mine? Yeah, there we go. Much needed. Arrogant team selection. Poor team selection tactics would have not started Diaz. And obviously, I was meant to have said at the beginning of the show, we're all with Diaz and happy days. We had the news that his father is returned and obviously in police custody now as well. So him and his mum, happy days. And I'm hoping that he just gets his mum and dad over as quickly as possible and gets them settled in the UK, and it shouldn't be an issue, really.
It shouldn't be that. Move them to Spain or something if they want the better weather and stuff like that,
Yeah. So happy days, Maverick. Regardless of the result, the result doesn't matter. The most important thing tonight is, of course, Diaz has got his mum and dad safe and well. That's the main thing.
I was still smashing that group, but you still want to walk it,
Yeah, you want to be. I didn't think Diaz. Yeah, it's one of them, mate. Fact Spider, this is the one player, not Klopp. But you know what the Klopp houses will say as well. This is.
Man, if I won't even have a conversation with somebody who says Klopp out, what is the point in that? What conversation would that be?
What was it?
Klopp out. And then what's the next sentence going to be? I'm saying, what are you talking about? Next sentence is, we're going to turn into loser pool. And I'm like, oh, you're dead. Just get out. Did you ever see one of these guys? They're all over the place. Like, that's exactly who a Klopp outer is. Just people that just live in the moment, don't understand football, and then just want to have the banter with their friends in wherever they're living. And none of them have a clue about football. Yeah.
It's like, we all know, every single one of us, and even if we agree to disagree, chat, we all respect each other's opinion. But it's one of them.
Until I tell you you're wrong.
Yeah. Especially Kev. Kev will get on you. Even Kev will go big screen as well. But yeah, we love Jürgen, and by Lord, when he does leave, then hopefully there's a messiah called Xabi Alonso, and he actually keeps on managing well.
Doing well.
I'm pretty sure they'll end up at Real Madrid. But yeah, big up there, Redbird. Chat, let us know your thoughts. Get your comments in the comment section below. We've mentioned Kostas. We've mentioned the first half.
Xabi's not great enough for Real Madrid, yeah.
I think they'll snap him up.
No, I think he's not great enough. Do you know what? No, you'd actually want him to go to Real Madrid first.
And then fail.
And then because no matter what, even if he only wins one thing or two things, they'll still get rid of him there. Because they want you to win everything.
Yeah.
And if you don't win everything, you're not good enough. So let him go to Real Madrid first. And then we'll see you after that, Xabi. All right?
Yeah.
But until then, we're happy with Klopp for the next 10 years. So, buddy, we'll see you when you're nice and grey and worn out by Real Madrid, okay?
Yeah.
Cheers.
There's no de-age in him. He's one good looking fella, isn't he? Even with grey hair, it suits that swagger about him anyway.
Yeah. It's pity about what's his name? His brother Philip Neville. No, sorry, what's his name? Marcus.
No chance.
Marcus Alonso, who's the Philip Neville of the Alonsos. Yeah.
Xabi Alonso is a human specimen of a man.
That's what I'm saying. Which, I mean, but so is Gary Neville in comparison to Philip Neville. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The word Neville is banned on our channel. But dreading seeing McAllister starting. Fabian, allude on that point, mate, if you can, please. Like, what disappointed you tonight? It's the thing, no, obviously, you won't be playing against Brentford. But as we keep on saying, all of us, we're aware. We bought McAllister not as a 6, as an 8 or an advanced 10. So he's not playing in the position that we... Obviously, tonight, he had Endo alongside him, Kev. But we've been over this countless game. It's when we get a proper 6 or when we actually get a 8.
It's going to be different. It'll free up McAllister because he keeps dropping back anyway.
Yeah. Oh, should be 1-0 West Ham. Anything that you wanted to touch on this evening, mate, in terms of that second half? Anything that really got on your nerves?
I would try touching it, but I probably couldn't feel it. Look, it's one of that's how many countless times have Liverpool been in Europe, no matter what competition it is. They've become complacent. They've just tried to think that they're going to walk through a game, end up losing it, and then we go on to dominate the rest of the competition. You know, it's one of those nights. It happens. It happens in the league. In the season that we were winning the league, we lost 3-0 to bloody Watford, who ended up getting relegated that season. Like,
I've never been so angry watching a game of football than that game. I was close tonight.
Yeah, look, there's these games that happen where Liverpool just don't turn up. And no matter how much they try to motivate themselves, they don't. No, in fairness, they tried to motivate themselves in the last 8 minutes, but that's only when they brought on a few stars that couldn't get warmed up enough to bloody get into the game. Except for Jota, really, who danced around 15 people to score a goal.
First time, actually. It took us 88 minutes to get one of our attackers drive with that ball into the penalty area. And surprise, Kev. Jota the slot out.
Look, it should be 3-3. Let's call it spade a spade. It should be 3-3. The whole entire punditry world and the referee world is going to turn around and say, what the hell was that ref playing at? Because he just invented his own handball there in the lead up. You can't pull it back that far for anything. If that's the case, then that goal with Liverpool and Manchester United shouldn't have stood a few years ago when he said he couldn't pull it back to Divock Origi's foul when it went through to Marcus Rashford on goal. Yeah. Oh, we can't, because that was like 2 phases before the play. We can't do that in the counter attack. He says so. You man just pulled it back 14 phases and just gave a handball there, and we're just like, what did he just do? That was just gifting Toulouse a win, really. To be honest with you, somebody won a lot of money there tonight. I'd say.
So probably the Toulouse presidents was probably in the bar control room, and we know how corrupt French football is alongside the Italian league as well. It's up there. Yeah. As Maverick said, learn the lesson. We move forwards and give Brentford a hard time. Thankfully, it's at home.
We'll be a different animal on Sunday.
The biggest issue going into that game, Kev, is the midfield. Obviously, it'd be probably Elliott, Szoboszlai, and Endo. Because everyone else is either injured or suspended, aren't they?
If Endo doesn't start, it'll be Trent. I think Gomez will play right back and he's going to have to play a semi-class left back.
Do we play 3 centre-half against Brentford? Go man for man?
I nearly would, but I wish we'd see the three centre-halves and Gomez in there, But
play Gomez, it's like bring Quansah in and then it's one of them. Because
I think he'd more likely play Gomez on the left. So if he's going to play Endo, Gomez will play left. Costas is gone for me. Yeah. Klopp cannot play Costas the way he's playing. He's playing awful. Regardless of what potential he had when he came to Liverpool, he's, as you said, I think he's something about vibing tonight. I think he's just coasting. I think that's the word. That's the same thing that you're meaning. He's coasting within the team and just living on
half asleep after every single time you see him.
Just doesn't wake up. It's like the dude is what is he? He's just I don't know what it is. It's like he's sitting there eating hemp leaves all day. He's so slow. You know what I mean? I don't know what way to say it. He just looks at you like this. He's like, dude, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just like
younger version of all of us.
Done?
Oh shit! It's playing for Liverpool.
That's Costas. He looks like one of these guys, dude keeps getting black eyes, because he owes somebody some money.
He's certainly got a black eye after that half time.
I tried to explain it in the chat tonight, but I thought it was Costas still lives with his nan, and she lives in the bunk bed above him. So every time she does an old person fart, he just wakes up and bangs his head off the edge of her arse and the edge of the bed, and then goes back down. Wakes up in the morning with a shiner. It's just because he's wasted every night. That's what it looks like to me.
As Panov said in the chat tonight on the watch along, are you speaking from experience, Kevin?
No, not at all. But I've seen friends. I'm speaking from friends' experience. But this is my bad drug at one point in time were these. But I barely even do that now once every 2 months. But but no, man, it was horrible, dude. Horrible to watch. Costas is just do you remember the way we'd laugh at Moreno, but Moreno is literally the Spanish Costas, and Costas is the Greek.
We've been saying this.
When you look at them, the way they act, the same, they're kind of like, I'm in this team. Well, look, I don't know. I'm just going to copy everybody and hang off everybody and just be everybody's buddy, and then and just not do anything on the pitch.
It is disappointing, mate, isn't it? As we said in the watch along as well, Chas. He started like a house on fire. Costas, his Liverpool career. He had a great 6-12 months, absolutely amazing. And then, as Kev said there, and we've all said the last couple of weeks, he's coasting. He was lethargic tonight, and it's not just bashing Costas. We'll quickly rattle through. Obviously, Kelleher didn't have a lot to do really, apart from getting the ball out the back of his net.
Yep.
Quansah, young lads, he's going to make mistakes. Done quite well tonight. Still a learning curve, as we mentioned. With Matt have gone for the win. As Chat's already alluded to, sounds like it looks like we're literally waiting for Van Dijk to come back to actually sort all these defensive issues, which is wrong in the first place.
Mac can't play 6. He needs to be playing on the left-hand side. Because, I mean, it's gone from that position, Thiago. I mean, I forgot he was still in the team, to be honest with you. And if Mac can just stop having to defend and just pass the ball, he's great. If he has to do anything else, he's losing the ball too much. So
I think we're just missing, as well as his creativity as well. No, Chat's alluding to is like he has been playing bad in terms of, I've not got the data in front of me, chap. If you want to check it out tonight, go and check out his passing accuracy. But if it's quite low, and we're missing Curtis Jones. I know a lot of people might not like to hear that, but I think Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones is a different player. He's a different player these days. Like, I was his biggest critic, and he's a different player these days. He brings so much to the team now as well.
Yeah, so mad at his presser with fans banging on the door, singing.
It's in Toulouse, is he?
Oh, is he?
It's Toulouse.
Yeah, he'll love it. I see some new technical formation in the Brentford game, and Mac is not available. Yeah, it's going to be absolute carnage. When you're thinking about it, all of us, they are them and Brighton, when they're both playing they're the two biggest bogey teams to Liverpool, obviously. City's just a flip of the coin on the day, really, who can win those games. Big up, make sure I missed. And Ricky's, Mac is, people don't care what anyone tells off. Behave, Ricky.
No, Jesus, Ricky. He's a great player. He's just in the wrong position.
Yeah, sadly, has regressed a bit. Hopefully, he can redeem himself at Brentford if he played. But I would sell in the summer. I think we'd all agree on that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, being played out of position doesn't mean you suddenly forget how to pass or tackle. McAllister is also too slow, which adds to his dreadful start to the season. I think the biggest one...
He's not meant to be fast, though. He's meant to receive the ball, anchor it, and pass. He's not meant to be a runner. Yeah. If he's playing in the number 6, he's running back, he's running forward, he's running back. He's not a speedy player. For Argentina, he plays in the left-hand side of the number 8 role. For Brighton, he played in the left-hand side of the number 8 role. For Liverpool, he's come in and played the number 6. And had to run back and forward, which means he's had to run at the same time as turn and pass the ball. It's not nowhere near the same player being used and utilised at Liverpool. Nowhere near.
And I think at Brighton, he had Caicedo alongside him as well, who's done the run for them. Liverpool need that type of Caicedo player. Someone that comes in, does the dog work, really, for all of our players.
I've been saying Yusuf Fofana for the last 2 seasons, Jack, have I not?
Yeah.
Get him in for Monaco and you're laughing.
Just bring anyone in, and by the looks of it, chat as well, it looks like we might not be getting Andre as well. So we'll be linked with every name under the sun, really. And but big up there, Henry. As I said, massive thank you for the super chat. Obviously, a massive thank you as well, mate. I hope you have a good day, and whatever you're all getting up to tomorrow, enjoy it. Sorry, but big up chat, big up Henry. So we've mentioned the forward players, substitutions, really not. But it's just, as you said, Kev, one of them days in the office for Liverpool. Disappointing, to say the least.
You missed Doug's message there. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, lad. I mean, barring us potentially drawing the game, we were very poor in the game. Simicus, I don't know what has happened to him. Congrats to Toulouse on their win tonight. I'm sure we will get through versus Lask as well. Big up there, Doug. Obviously, daddy duties at the minute, mate. Hope you and all the family are well. And see you on YouTube very soon. But anything on to add on what Doug said there, lad?
It should have been done and dusted tonight. We should have been playing the kids for the next 2 games and giving them experience.
Yeah.
But now we're going to actually have to play a game, and it's more likely going to be the last one at home.
At home.
But I mean that's the last one, isn't it? Not too sure. Yeah, it's the last one, I think, in a few weeks. So, and Gilles was the first one. Now Lask is the last one. So look, it's good. Like, happy out there.
Yeah, next one's at Lask anyway, and then we're going away to Royal Union away from home anyway. But the group stage for them, big up there, you Frad, hope you well, matey. Good to see you in the comments. We're poor, hope it's a one-off as well. Fingers crossed, mate. Big up as well. Do you want to pronounce that first name? Because I wouldn't have a clue how to say
It's meant to be Owen, but it's spelled elongated. I don't know why.
Oh, hello.
But, hello. Are you a Cork? Oh, yeah, I'm a Cork man, yeah. So it is Owen, it is Owen, yeah. It's the Irish for Owen. EOGHAIN.
Happy days there. But hello, mate. Good to see a couple of new faces as well. But Kev, chat, we're going into this very big period. It was a big period tonight. Couldn't get it over the line. We need to rectify it very quickly in the group stages against Lask at home. Pretty sure Anfield will be absolutely bouncing. We'll have to play our main starting 11, get that boxed off over the line. And obviously we got Brentford, and then we've got like we've got a 2-week break, which is annoying.
International. I know. Too many, isn't it? That's 3 breaks between September and November.
You don't need that, man. Even just
6 weeks between the start of September and the end of November for international breaks. That's stupid.
What I don't get is the congestion with all the fixtures as well, though, mate. Like, we all know it's the television companies, their scheduling and that. But like, that December shouldn't even. We know it's historically absolute chocker, but yeah, it just does me. We'll be here all night. We're talking about the. But yeah, Endo is clearly not the answer. Eamons, he's getting found out tonight, and it wasn't just Endo's fault, really. It was the whole team collective, right? But I'd agree. But I think he knows himself. I don't think he's come in to Liverpool expecting to be the next Javier Mascherano. He's here to do a job. We love him to bits anyway. Get behind the lads. But I don't think he's got that arrogance about him. He's there, and he'll be probably one of the best trainers in that Liverpool team, I'm guessing. 30 years old, the quality he brings. But it's one of them.
And he's an okay player. The problem is the person that's left. He's left him down tonight big time is Costas. He's had to cover him so much tonight. I'm surprised that Endo wasn't sent off because of Costas.
Yeah.
That's how poor Costas was, because Endo had to come in with slides, whereas Costas was supposed to step up into that 3-man or into the box position, and it didn't happen, and Endo ended up having to run back again and then try and cover. And then you had Maka coming back too deep where he wasn't supposed to be covering for Costas, because he takes so long on the ball. It's just ridiculous. Like, you could telegraph what Costas is going to do. Do you know what? He could send a telegraph to himself. And he still wouldn't make his own return telegraph. That's how slow he is on the bloody ball, you know. He wouldn't make it in time to receive it. That's how slow he is on the ball, man. You know, how much he slows up the player. It just showed that Jack and me, your stream, you did it last week. On my stream, I did it last week, where I was going nuts at Costas in the final seconds when the balls we played into the box, touching, playing it back, and the referee blows it out.
Might as well just like a Luton top on anyway, that game.
Just nuts.
But Kev, a massive thank you for coming on. I need to talk to you, lads. And a massive thank you to all you tonight, chat. Obviously, we could go on for another half an hour, but we're all absolutely fuming. We'll get through all these last couple of comments as well, but I want to say a massive thank you.
Yeah, but the thing with Andre as well, Jack, is that's the thing that I was after sharing in the chat the other day. It's not that Andre doesn't want to come to Liverpool. Andre 100% only wants to come to Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's the fact that Fulham have gotten involved and are willing to offer the release clause, whereas Liverpool thought they had agreement with for 30 million to be able to do that, but now Fulham are coming in and saying, look, we'll pay you the 40 million and we'll give you a 10% on sell-on clause or whatever like that. Club are saying it, and now it's between a rock and a hard place. Andre is kind of saying to the club, you want me gone, just send me to Liverpool. I want to go to Liverpool, and that's it. And that's where we're stuck now. That's why Liverpool have pulled out. They're playing hardball, and they're pulling out because they want to see if Fluminense will respect Andre's decision, or if Andre himself will force the move. Otherwise, he can turn around and refuse to join whoever he wants, like regardless if the club's agreeing. So
annoying. Hopefully, I got sorted, mate. They'll have the Paulinho money as well, won't they? Henry saying the 4-3 loss to City in the cup yesterday. Yeah, it was a valiant effort from the ladies yesterday, Henry. It's great to actually see that the facilities at Melwood are really benefiting the girls, which is amazing, really, in all honesty. I think that's only going to do them the world of good, really, in terms of them pushing up their league anyway, in all honesty, attracting better quality players as well. And hopefully we do see a lot more investment in the Liverpool ladies as well, as long as we get our midfielders sorted in the main team anyway. We need to beat Brentford this week, 2 games in a row, and we draw and lose. Hopefully it's just a bad run of form. True there, you Fladge, but every team has a City lose games, surprisingly. Big up there, Maverick. Massive thank you, mate. Staying low. We all fine, but yeah. Last, happy days. Any injuries? Not tonight, Henry. Not tonight. We got City after Brentford, and we'll smash them all. But if we go away to City and we win, then that could be the springboard. we can hope and dream, can't we, Chas?
I think City are there for the taking. I think not many teams take on City, but I think City are there for the taking when they come across a good side. You know, they felt it. They felt it this season a couple of times already. You know, didn't Arsenal beat them already? And
I think City being beat 3 times already. This
yeah,
season.
yeah. You know, so they're losing to the bigger sides, but they're just beating the weaker sides like United. So.
United. Everyone just laughed to yourself about United. I know we lost tonight, but all the talk we're about the referee, but we don't deserve the draw. Awful to a man, 100% there, right? True. And Costa, yeah, more or less said that, you're Fred. But Chas, Kev, massive thank you, Kev. Please go shout all your socials and where everyone can find you this evening or this week.
Yeah, you'll find me. I'm not doing much the gaming side of stuff. I think I'm doing something tomorrow night with the lads, with Tom. I think we're doing co-streams with G-Boys and all that on it. So I see what we're playing. I know the lads want to play Call of Duty, but I know they want to do with the PUBG as well. They're not forcing me to buy Call of Duty, all right? So we'll see.
Do it.
And we'll see. But no, I'll be if you want to find me, guys, for gaming side of things, you'll find me at Irish Spider Guy on Twitch. You'll find me at Irish Spider Guy on YouTube. It just comes up as Spider when you look for it. And Spider on just Spider alone on Facebook. If you want to find me for the football side of things, it's Spider LFC everywhere else. So pretty much YouTube and Facebook, right? And TikTok. I do the odd dancing, but sometimes my eyes look like this. But anyway.
You can't dance with your right arm no more, lad.
I can. Well, I can, but I just can't feel it if I whack it off something at the moment. So yeah. Long story short, lads, I got a big needle into the arm during the week on Monday when I was getting a couple of blood tests taken, and the person hit my nerve, and it severed the nerve in my arm, and it sent a shock up my arm. And now I can't feel parts of my arm here. So they're seeing if it's just temporary or not. If it's not temporary, then yeah, no, that's not going to be good.
But chat. Hopefully Kev gets a feeling in his arm soon.
Yeah.
If not, just line you.
Worst case scenario, I won't need the wife anymore.
On that note. Mrs. Spider, hello.
This is a small feeler. Hello, love.
If you can't laugh, you can. If you can't laugh at tonight's performance, we've got to cry and we enjoy it. But massive thank you, Kev. Lucky's just tuned in here. Just quickly get to Lucky's comments. It may be reactionary, but we need a better. Bloody hell! But fair
he just needs the service. Once McAllister gets moved up into that role and Mr. Bosley's that side, and we get a proper. The CDM has been the main problem for the last 2 seasons. When we get that sorted, the rest of these lads are going to be able to have the freedom to do whatever the hell they want, and you'll see Nunes getting fed. At the moment, McAllister's doing too much, having to drop back. Endo's not good enough in the 6th role for the Premier League teams yet because he's not up to scratch, and Trent can't play there yet. So you need to get somebody else in.
I want to be seeing Trent actually play right back and not this inverted.
Yeah.
But Kev, wanted to get Lucky's comments in there. Massive thank you. If you are watching the repeat, do head over to obviously the Kitmen, obviously Spider LFC, and of course Kev the bearded one. Okay, got many names that we can't say on air. But chat, have a lovely rest of your night, Kev. You too, matey. Massive thank you for coming on. And looking forward to it.
Watch Endo now have a masterclass against Brentford on Sunday.
Yeah, man of the match, Endo. Hat-trick of goals. Fingers crossed. See you later, boys.
Look.